Good morning, everyone. This is week number 16, and this is my accountability report for that week. Before I start, I just want to say one thing, and that is, it is so hard. It is so hard. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later, why I say that, but I do want to say this, starting out. I decided I was going to do a lot of walking. Now, I don't know why. I mean, everybody that knows me knows how compulsive I am to start with. But I walked around the block one day, and I started walking when it was dark because I wanted to get it done before it got hot. I walked around the block 13 times. That was 6.02 miles. And I thought, oh yeah, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Number one, I was so tired for days. My feet actually hurt. And number two, I then did some research on it and found that you shouldn't do that. That's not good. To start out, you got to start slow and build up. But I didn't do that first. And so I walked the 13. It took me like an hour and 48 minutes to do that. And I was so proud. And then I researched it and found that to skip from a little bit of walk to 6.02 miles is bad on your muscles. It makes your muscles want to, it's not bad on your muscles, but what it does is it shocks your muscles, and I'm not going to say this right, but it shocks your muscles into sucking out all the water. Retaining the fluid. And so you're not losing weight. You're holding on to all your fluids and weighing more. Who knew? I won't do it again, and I didn't like doing it anyway. I didn't like it at all. And before I start with the numbers and this, I just wanted to say this, and I cannot stress it enough. This is a very, very hard journey for me. It is so hard because, just like walking 6.02 miles, I didn't get any benefit out of that. I got sore feet. And okay, maybe I should have researched it first, but I'm just saying that I suffer. I suffer compared to my normal life of having a little here and a little there and a little more there and a little this and a little that chocolate cake and all that. Without all of that, the results are still not that great. And I do understand that it's got to be done slowly. And I'm guesstimating that I can be through it. My goal is to have reached my weight loss goal in December. Now, I left December open, and I'm hoping it's the 1st of December. But if it doesn't happen, I've got the whole month of December to still reach my goal. So I've got a big door there, and I like it. And I can do that. I can reach my goal if I lose 2 pounds a week. I think I said all this last week. Last week I lost 1.9 pounds, not 2 pounds. But this week I will say I did lose 2.5 pounds. 2.5 pounds. I'm very happy about that. But that would, let me see here. I've got to look. I'm so sorry. That is a total weight loss of Was it 50 yet? No, of course not. Not yet. 49.1 pounds. 49.1. I want 50. Next week we will do 50. And I will be very happy and probably very celebratory about it. I don't know. But anyway, that's being optimistic, but surely, I've got to do 2 pounds a week. That's all there is to it. I'm going to start doing different kinds of exercises. I told you about that little exercise bed that works the butt and the stomach, which is 2 very bad areas for me. And this is the 3rd week I've said I'm going to do it. And so far I haven't touched it. And it's sitting right there. So it's not like it's hard to get to. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to do it tomorrow, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to be accountable. Anyway, we'll see next week. But I've got to do it. I've just got to do it. Something has got to do, and I need to do it, and so I'm going to do it. Anyway, let's get to some numbers. First of all, I took 61,789 steps last week. Thanks to the old wonderful Fitbit. And I think I said last week, I have another Fitbit so that when this one's charging, I can still continue on. And they are both in sync together, and they both show up on the my telephone. So it's all good. I love that. So I don't have to, because I like to monitor my sleep too, because sleeping is such an issue for me. But So this way I don't have to do it. I'm just so blessed to have both of those. Anyway, my steps were up. Remember, 61,789 steps in the week. That is up 16,048 steps. Wonder what day that happened. Must have been that day I tried to walk all the way to Missouri and back, around the block, around the block, around the block. Not good, not good. Anyway, that is an average of 8,827 steps a day. And also with the Fitbit, it tells you, if you're walking on an incline, it tells you how many flights of stairs you actually, I don't really know how that works, because I can tell you, I don't remember being under, I think about Health Science Center and going up those steps, and I may try to do that. If it wasn't for driving there and parking, I really would do the steps every day. And I may try to do that later on down the road, not now. But anyway, it said that I am up to 6 floors. Last week, it said I did 1 floor. Anyway, so now it says I did 6 floors. And that's interesting because I don't know where they're coming. I guess that's if you lift your leg up or something. I don't know. Anyway, more numbers. Total miles walked this week was 27.92, nearly 28 miles. Remember, my goal is 14, and I'm never going to change that. That is plenty, in my opinion. Anyway, that is up 7.18 miles from last week. And last week, I exceeded my goal of 14. So I can't complain about the walking. I mean, it may not be working, but at least I am walking. Okay, and the Fitbit also tells me that my daily calorie burn for the week was an average of 3,667 calories. Now that's up 1,005 calories from last week. That's the average per day, up 1,005 calories. And I want to remind everyone that 1 pound of fat has 3,200 calories. Anyway, so if you look at that and you look at all the other numbers, it looks like I would be what? If you don't factor in what you consume, that's a lot of pounds. I don't think it's like, what, 7.5 pounds? I mean, I'm not sitting here doing the math, but anyway, and then you got to factor in what you consume. So that shoots it down, and I ended up with 2.5 pounds. But anyway, so I don't know how that all works, but it did work. That's how it worked out. Okay, now another thing. I've had this Fitbit for a long time. I think I got it in my first Fitbit I got, the little one I got in May of 2018. And so it has a record of daily active minutes. Now I want to tell you, you can look on my telephone and it'll show you everything, all these numbers. And it will show under daily active minutes, 0. 0 from May of 2018 until last week. Last week, I had 83 active minutes. 83 active minutes. First time. This week, I have total active minutes, 698. So that's up 615 minutes over last week, which is the first time that I've even logged it. And now it's a good time for me to stop and say this. My little motto for the week is believe in what you pray for. In other words, show some faith. I mean, I'm so guilty of this. Believe in what you pray for. Believe in what you pray for. How simple. And it's called faith. But anyway, so I'm trying to keep that right here and go with it every day. Just remember to believe in what you pray for. Got to. It's called faith. And my wonderful verse that gets me through every day, is Isaiah 40:29. And that is, the Lord gives strength to those who are weary. And honey, with this little journey, I am weary. I'm weary as to where the results are. I mean, how much suffering is there? And it's really kind of suffering. I know that's so ashamed. I should be so ashamed. But to go from, I don't know, I never kept account of it, but probably 10,000 calories a day to 1,000. Anyway, I'm still journaling, not as good as I should. Weak link there is always going to be the journaling. And I'll tell you what, last week my problem was, instead of just kind of having a good time on Tuesday, because you got a whole week to get rid of it, I think I said I went ahead and was going through, and then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday, I tried to, kick it in and do some good results. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I have to do it every day, and happy, happy, happy. I'm so glad. I'm so blessed. I am not complaining, even though it sounds like I am. And yes, my feet are still a little bit tired. I'm blessed, and I realize that, and I don't want to come across as being, oh, woe is me, this is such a failure. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because anything is better than nothing. And I've got till December to reach my goal, and I can reach that goal by losing 2 pounds a week. 2 pounds a week. Anyway, I think that is all I got. I just got to say, I just want you to know, for me, for some people this is probably easy. For me, it's very, very hard. It's probably the hardest thing I've done. At least the hardest thing I've done in a long time. It's certainly the hardest thing I'm doing right now in my life. I got it made. But anyway, I got to say this, and then I really will stop. I cannot believe the difference in how my energy is. I used to wait. I used to make fun of myself and say, I'll wait 30 minutes to get a good parking spot. Now I just park further than I need to and walk. It doesn't bother me. And it can't hurt, even though walking around the block 13 times in the dark did not seem to help. But anyway, I do believe that I have more energy than I cannot tell you how much energy I have now compared to before. That's all I have. I want to just say one more time, you got to believe in what you pray for. You got to believe it. Step out in faith, believe it. And that's me. I got to do it. You probably got to do it. Everybody needs to do it, probably. And just remember that no matter what your journey is, what your struggles are, the Lord gives strength to those who are weary. And He has certainly gave me a lot of strength. I can only do it with Him. And I just hope everybody has a wonderful day and a great week. And I hope to see you back next week for Accountability Report week number 17. Until then, everybody be blessed and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.